everybody, and welcome to episode 33 of the Tottenham Way with Tottenham Hotspur. Today we take on Aston Villa at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now, in the summer we had a bit of trading places. Remember the film with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy? Well, Morgan Rogers and Brennan Johnson are in the starring roles today as they reunite with former teammates. Let's have a look at the results we've had since we've last been together. So following the job we did on West Ham last time around, we beat Liverpool by a 1-0 in the Carabao Cup 4th round. Pedro Porro with the only goal of the game. Then we got 2 pairs of fives and a crazy game against Sunderland. 4 goals for James Maddison. It was all over by half-time. Jarrod Braithwaite with the other goal for us. Chris Rigg with the reply for Sunderland. And then we did the same in Greece in midweek, winning by 5 goals to 2. 2 for Xavi, 1 for Rasmus Højlund, 1 for Cherki, and 1 for Patsa. Meaning we are top of the Champions League phase with 12 points from our 4 games played so far. Level on points with Arsenal. We are the 2 sides with 100% record in the competition. North London being represented. South London also being represented. Porto are in 3rd, Barcelona 4th, Paris Saint-Germain in 5th, Juventus 6th, Atletico Madrid 7th, and Liverpool in 8th at the halfway point of the league phase. Celtic in 10th, Aston Villa in 13th, Real Madrid in 16th, Bayern Munich in 12th, Manchester City in 22nd. Anybody outside of all of that we need to take a look at? Ajax struggling, and then, the usual suspects are down the bottom. So, we're having a very good run in the Champions League. Hopefully, another top 8 finish for us. As for the Premier League, well, Manchester City are running away with it at the top of the table. They are 5 points clear, but they've played a game more than Liverpool and ourselves. Everton have played the same amount of games. So Liverpool 23, Everton and ourselves on 21, Chelsea on 20, Nottingham Forest dropping out of the top 5 on 19. Bournemouth, who had a really good start, are down to mid-table as Arsenal and Manchester United are starting to make progress up the table. Aston Villa are currently top of the bottom half on 11 points, down at the bottom. Now everybody now has a win on the board at least. West Ham, bottom of the pile on 5. Burnley on 7, Sunderland and Norwich both on 8, Ipswich on 9, Brentford on 10, and then a clutch of sides, including Aston Villa, on 11. So they are closer to the bottom of the Premier League than they are to the top at the moment of Aston Villa. Hopefully, we can keep them there. As here are the 2 starting lineups as Turbin starts in goal for us. Norton Cuffy, Romero, Van der Ven, Bard, Sarr, Gibbs-White, Maddison, Kudus, Rogers with Rasmus Højlund leading the line as Aston Villa start with Martinez in goal. Konsa, Militao, Torres, Matson, Kamara, Onana, Watkins, Elliott, Monga with Gusted leading the line for them. Only a place on the bench for Brennan Johnson, who will be warmly received by the home faithful. Obviously, we will always remember that goal he scored in Bilbao to give us the European trophy, the Europa League, the UEFA Cup, however you want to refer to it as. A 4-2-3-1 for Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins out on the right-hand side. Interesting. I thought he would be a 9, straight down the middle. Can we keep the good run going? Can we keep the goals flowing as well? That's been a very key part of our early season. It's not been dull watching Tottenham. It never is. And at the moment, for all the wrong reasons. But anyway, we'll park that. I'm quite far ahead now, so I can't comment on recent games. I can comment on the Fulham game that was yesterday in real life. Didn't get a result in that one. Hopefully we can beat Crystal Palace on Thursday. But we'll see what happens. And this will come out maybe a week or 2 later. I'd say I'm getting... I'm just recording when I'm having time at the moment. I'm having fun playing FM26. There are a lot of people that aren't, but I'm enjoying it. Ball is sent away. Looking for Mohamed Kudus on the counter-attack. Can he find Rasmus Højlund? Just about. And then Højlund is down. And then we have an early booking for Onana. Yeah, I've put nearly 240 hours into it already. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's got its faults. Of course it has. Games have faults in 2026. There is no game out there that is perfect. There was another game that I play, Fall Guys. Yes, I still play Fall Guys. And that is broken beyond comprehension at times. So, yeah. Even 2 Point Museum has its faults as well. Animal Crossing, you name it. I don't play very intense games, as you can probably gather from that list. This is probably the most intense game I play other than Splitgate. Splitgate's good. Anyway, we're looking for Rasmus Højlund. He hasn't won the header against Pau Torres. I'm worried that his league form is not improving. Although he did grab a goal in the European game, which is why he starts today. As the ball goes in towards Ollie Watkins in the penalty area, and Turbin sees it over the bar. Not much has happened in the first half an hour or so, but Rasmus Højlund is hoping to change that. Aston Villa a bit sloppy on the ball. Can he find a teammate? He finds James Maddison. Back into Højlund again. Onto Rodgers. Into Bard. It's got to go in. It does go in. Looking for Mohamed Kudus at the far post. Martinez with an easy save. Boo, Emi Martinez. Boo. As the ball is with Monga. Into Anana. On towards Matson. In towards Kamara. Far too much space out there at the moment. For some Aston Villa players at least. Watkins up against Bard. Trying to see him off, and Bard brings him down. As we approach half time, and yeah, not much to write home about at all in the first half. James Maddison on a 6.1 will probably be departing the scene at the break. But we've definitely had the better of it in terms of the match momentum. Just nothing really happening in front of us. So Maddison off. And yeah, it will be Xavi to come on at half-time to light the spark, hopefully. And we're going to make a change at left-back as well. Destiny's going to come on for Bard, just because he's on a yellow. So the two players with the yellow card have gone off. Very unlucky so far. You've done nothing wrong. I mean, I think you've done nothing wrong. Just need to pull your finger out, really. Strange half-time team talk. What can Matson do with the throw? When will Brennan Johnson enter the scene? All these questions will be revealed in due course. As the ball is picked up by Destiny, looking for Xavi. Onto Gibbs-White. Oh, that's a poor ball from Morgan Gibbs-White. Needs to be better than that. As Romero takes control. In towards Gibbs-White again. Have a better ball this time. He's played it into space, and it's going to force Aston Villa back towards their own goal. But the pressure is not there from us really, and the ball is then sent long. Can we win the header? Yes, we can. Papsar picks it up. Gibbs-White again, looking to spread the play to Morgan Rodgers. Can he find a teammate in the centre? No, it's blocked. He'll have another go. In towards Destiny. Trying to get away from Ollie Watkins. I really don't know what's going on there. But we're keeping the pressure on. Aston Villa penned inside their own half at the moment. Rasmus Højlund on the turn, gets the shot away, puts it in the net. But the offside flag had already gone up. Do we need to look to the bench? I mean, Morgan's not having a great game against his former club. We've already made a couple of changes. We'll see how this goes first, and then we'll probably look at something. Rasmus Højlund may well depart the scene as well. Xavi with the free kick. Plays it short. When you load the box, that really annoys me. Morgan Rodgers might get the shot away. Does. Offside flag went up again. We'll try Rasmus first. I don't want to take off Morgan Rodgers against his former club, but I think I'm going to have to at this point. And now it's whether we go with Cherky or whether we go with Mikey Moore. I think we go with Cherky, don't we? Not the best performance. And I don't think Brennan Johnson's going to get on by the looks of it. Half an hour to play. Admittedly, we've only got one more sub to use. Aston Villa haven't used any yet. So Kamara has the ball. Finds Harvey Elliott. Good challenge from Romero. You've got to pick up the second ball, though. No good making one challenge if you don't win the second one, because Steady's in behind. And tries to get the shot in. Is that Brennan Johnson coming on? Tielemans. And Cash. Cash is playing right wing. Oh, poor Brennan Johnson. Ball towards the far post. When Matty Cash is getting on ahead of you. And he's one-on-one, Dominic Solanke. Hold that thought. Can he finish it? Yes, no, he can't. Oh, my. I would have put my house on it. He's missed a couple like that. One-on-one, you would expect him to do a hell of a lot better. Aston Villa let off massively there. As I was saying, when Matty Cash gets on ahead of you and he's playing further up the pitch, and he should be, that's not good for Unai Emery. Maybe he has a plan. Not sure what the plan is, but maybe he has a plan. Lucas Bergvall, you are mentioning he should come on. I agree. And there is Lucas Bergvall. A little bit tired was Lucas. So started on the bench. We should be a goal up. But we're not. As the ball has gone long. Romero heads it forward, headed down. Cash picking it up on the right wing. Might be a bit of a master stroke. Might not be. Ball in. Oh, Harvey Elliott scores. First shot on target from Aston Villa. And they lead. And even they can't believe it. Oh, my goodness me. I mean, where are we? Why are the two centre halves standing next to one another, marking one man? 1-0 Aston Villa. Completely against the run of play. And now we're chasing the game. Which is not what I expected to be doing at this point. 12 minutes to play. Can we win the flick on? No, we can't even win the first header, let alone the second one. Picked up by Kudus. On towards Pap Sarr. Still plenty of time. Just not that much. Into Kudus again. On towards Bergvall. Nice 1-2 between the two of them. Inside the penalty area. Should finish it. Mohamed Kudus, and does for 1-1. Aston Villa weren't in front for long. Game has sprung to life all of a sudden. And Mohamed Kudus equalises for Tottenham. And it's fairly simple. Really. It's a ball through. It's a nice 1-2. Lucas Bergvall laying it back into his path. And Aston Villa defenders nowhere to be seen. Keeper easily beaten as well. Let's get a bit of praise on the field and see if we can win this from here. It's not had the goals that we've had recently, but it has had a goal for us at least. Can we find a second one before it all finishes? As the ball is picked up by Destiny. Pinches the ball off of Matty Cash. You love to see it. Destiny trying to drive towards the byline. He's only got Solanke to aim for. And it's picked up by Kudus on the other side. Swings it back in, looking for Solanke again. He's off the bar and out. How's your luck? And then Cherky does a stupid thing. In towards Maatsen. Trying to get beyond Kudus. Be careful. Trying to get beyond Norton Cuffy. As Mickey van der Ven. No, Christian Romero comes across. Clears the ball away. Kovacic comes on for Kamara. Still no sign of Brennan Johnson. Are we running out of time to win this? Ball into the penalty area. Flicked back towards Kudus. Back into Bergvall. Onto Van der Ven. In towards Pap Sarr. Everybody apart from the goalkeeper inside the Aston Villa half at the moment. Can Destiny find a ball into the centre? No, he's brought down on the edge of the box. Probably going to be Xavi to take it. We've got 5 minutes of added time. No, it's going to be Lucas Bergvall. What am I thinking? Ball towards the back stick. Looking for Destiny. Heads it back. In. Off the line. Out again. How's your luck? The ball just wouldn't go over. If anybody's going to win this game, it is going to be us at this point. We shouldn't have been behind. Ball wide looking for Cherky. Crowd will be up. Spurs are up. And Matty Cash doing what Matty Cash does. It's going to be a free kick, but from a long way out. Can he find a teammate? Lucas Bergvall. It's going to have to be a decent ball into the box, isn't it? I fear Aston Villa are probably going to head this away. But you never know. Eventually we'll find out. Ball into the penalty area. Can we win the first header? We can, but it's well over the bar. If the side netting's 20 foot high, then yeah, it's the side netting. Into the final couple of seconds. Missed opportunity it's going to be today. Neither Morgan Rogers nor Brennan Johnson have come to the fore. Have we got time? Are they going to give us any more time? The ball's going to go out of play, is it? No, Cherky? Oh, he could have kept it in. And it finishes 1 each. Aston Villa led against the run of play. And we should have done better. Really. We've had the 3 shots on target. We had all the momentum apart from that little spell they had. Did we see Brennan Johnson at all? No, we did not. And we didn't see much of Morgan Rogers either, to be honest. So here are the results from the full round of this weekend's Premier League fixtures. Starting on Friday, where Ipswich beat Bournemouth by 2-1. Brentford and Fulham drew in the early game on Saturday. Norwich and Burnley drew at 3 o'clock. Where Brighton beat Sunderland. We drew with Aston Villa. West Ham had a huge win over Manchester United, and Manchester City beat Arsenal. Moving to Sunday, where Everton and Newcastle drew 2-2. Chelsea and Nottingham Forest drew 1-1. And on Monday night, the shock of the weekend, as Crystal Palace beat Liverpool. So really, it was a win for Manchester City. Right across the weekend, out of the top 10, they were the only side to win. Wow. That is giving Manchester City all the encouragement they need at the top of the Premier League table to stretch their lead. Now then, so what we are going to do, we're going to come back after the international break. So we're going to take on Ipswich, Zagreb, Liverpool, Forest, Fulham, Atletico Madrid. We're going to come back for the double header. Arsenal in the league at the Emirates, and then Arsenal in the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup, both at the Emirates, both within 3 days of one another. So a double bill for you next time. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.